You were born at the worst possible time. Not one of those days when everything just goes wrong. No, this was the moment history began to vomit blood. July 28th, 1914, 6 o'clock a.m. Just minutes after war was declared, and you're still halfway inside a cooling eggshell, left behind by a mother who's already gone. No one was waiting for you. No one is happy you're here. Only a damp wooden loft above a military outpost, where the roof shakes with each distant explosion, and gray light spills through the cracks to fall on your fractured shell. Your beak trembles. You push. A fine crack. A distant sound from the barracks below. A boot slams down. A bolt is pulled. Then finally, your shell breaks. Your head emerges, wet, cold, and sticky. Air floods your lungs, scalding, dusty, reeking of oil and gunpowder. There's no nest, no mother, not even a soft feather. Just a splintered wooden floor, a few lifeless eggs beside you, and a father staring silently from across the loft, like you were born to fight, not to live. You don't yet know what this world is, but it's already starting to eat you, and before you even learn to stand, you'll have to learn how to fly. Age, 3 days, July 31st, 1914, 0440 a.m. You wake up to a sound you've never heard before, low, distant, and rumbling. At first it feels like thunder, but thunder doesn't shake the entire loft. Thunder doesn't make dust fall from the ceiling like snow. This is something else. A bomb. 3 days old and you already know what fear tastes like. It's in the air, thick, dry, metallic. The other chicks barely move. One is dead. The other just breathes in short, twitchy bursts, like he's trying to disappear. But you? You're standing now. Weak legs, damp feathers, but standing. The loft sways. A siren howls in the distance, followed by boots, so many boots, running beneath you like a heartbeat with a grudge. Then, a sudden silence. Heavy. Unnatural. And then, impact. The walls shudder. The ceiling cracks. Something falls. Your father flaps upward in panic, smashing into a support beam and dropping like a stone beside you. His wing is twisted. He doesn't move. You duck under a wooden crate, heart pounding like it wants out. The dust chokes you. Your beak opens, gasping. And in that moment, right there, you learn your first rule of war. If you're loud, you die. Age, 3 weeks, August 20th, 1914, 06:15 a.m. They wake you up before the sun. A rough hand wraps around your body, cold fingers pressing into your ribs, and for a second you think you're being hunted. Then the hood slips over your head. Darkness, suffocating. Your breath gets shallow. The ride begins. Your crate shakes. Wheels slam into rocks. Soldiers shout. Something explodes in the distance. Train whistles. The engine groans. Then it stops. The hood is lifted and light stabs into your eyes. This isn't home, not the wooden loft, not the familiar smell, just rows of metal cages full of birds. Some are silent, some are trembling. All are staring. Training begins. A whistle. A launch. You fly. The first time you fly too high. A shadow falls over you. A hawk. You drop. Roll through the trees. Leaves slap your wings. A branch catches you. You hit the dirt. Wounded. Bloody. Lesson learned. Don't fly high. Stay low. Stay fast. Second day, a dog is released before you even leave the crate. It barks, loud, flashing teeth. You take off at a bad angle, nearly hit the fence. You survive, barely. Third day, gunshots. Fourth day, bullets pass close to your wings. Fifth day, they tie a practice message to your leg. One day, the same man who always fed you bends down, scratches your head, and quietly says, "This one's ready." That night, you don't even dream if you thought your birth was weird. Wait until survival gets personal. Subscribe if you're ready for blood, war, and betrayal. World War I style. Age, 1.5 months. September 12th, 1914. 0700 a.m. The box opens. No whistle this time. No signal. Just fingers shoving you into the light. The message is already tied to your leg. The man doesn't look at you. He just slams the lid shut and disappears into the trench. Smoke stings your eyes. The wind's wrong. Your wings feel stiff. You take off anyway. Bullets cut the sky before you've even cleared the wire. You twist, climb, dive again. Trees rush beneath you. You bank hard to the left, nearly crash into a telegraph pole. You adjust. You push forward. You've trained for this. 10 minutes in, your feathers are wet with mist and sweat. 15, and your wings burn. 18, and you're not sure if you're lost. You see the signal tower. Finally. You drop altitude, wings shaking, heart hammering. Just before you land, something roars in the sky. A shell hits the tower. It explodes in fire, wood, and bone. The man waiting below. His body's gone before it even hits the ground. You land in the dirt where he stood. The message is still strapped to your leg. You look around. No one left to read it. Age, 2 years, July 28, 1916, 05:45 a.m. She's standing there like she owns the entire goddamn rail. Feathers shining, chest puffed up like she's auditioning for a propaganda poster. And you? You're suddenly forgetting how to walk. Your claws slip once, only once, but you recover, pretend you did it on purpose. Real smooth. You hop a little closer, coo under your breath, do the classic wing fold head tilt combo. She blinks and turns the other way. Strike one. No big deal. You weren't even trying. Obviously. You wait 5 minutes, shake your feathers, act like you've got options. Then go again, slower this time, with your mature male energy on full display. You make eye contact. She yawns. Strike two. One of the other pigeons snickers. You resist the urge to peck him off the rail. Okay. Deep breath. Final round. You take off. Calm, graceful, absolutely not desperate, and land just close enough to smell the old straw in her feathers. No flapping. No flexing. You just sit there. Quiet. Solid. Existing. She turns. Looks at you. Doesn't move away. And just like that, one soft coo. One tiny step. Your beak touches hers. Not a full kiss. Just enough to say, "All right. You're not the worst." And for a moment, you forget about the war. The missions, the bullets. You're not a hero. You're not a soldier. You're just a dumb bird who finally got the girl. Age, 4 years, November 11th, 1918, 10:59 a.m. You're flying like a feather on fire, low, fast, and just cocky enough to make the wind jealous. The message is snug on your leg. The sky is crisp, and the air smells like oil, smoke, and someone else's bad breakfast. But you're loving it. This is your route, your mission, your moment. You dive between 2 trees, skim over barbed wire, and wink at a squirrel who almost drops his nut in shock. Suddenly, gunfire from below. Pop, pop, pop. You dip left, then right. One grazes your tail feathers. Close, but no seed. You flap harder, tuck your wings in, and shoot forward like you've got dinner waiting at the finish line. Then you think, who's shooting this bad? You tip your head down to catch a glimpse of the poor soul trying to hit you, probably with one eye closed, chewing on a cigarette like it's a corn cob. Bonk. You smack straight into a giant bronze bell. The sound is glorious, echoing across the entire valley like the world just shouted your name. And when you hit the ground, that's when the bell keeps ringing. and the rifles stop. And the soldiers drop their weapons, throw their arms in the air, and hug each other like boys who just found their brothers again. With your death, joy returns to a world that had long forgotten how to feel it. Being born as a messenger pigeon is terrifying. But there's one animal that lives shorter, suffers more, and dies worse. Think you'd survive if you switched places? Don't miss the next video.